Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my everyday makeup routine, and I'm also going to be answering some questions just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. Okay, so first I start off by moisturizing my face, but I don't have my moisturizer currently. I usually use the Nivea cream. I'll pop it up on the screen. But since I don't have it, I'm just going to be using the CeraVe moisturizing cream. Usually, I mean, this is really heavy for your face throughout the day, but it's good for it at night. And this is when I use this one at night. But let's answer some questions, or a question. Let's answer, what is the most recent TV show or movie you got obsessed with? So currently, I have been obsessed with Virgin River. I watch it or rewatch it every single year, usually like on winter break, and I've been still continuing watching it, especially now that they came out with a new season. It's one of my favorite shows ever. I just love the storyline, I love the characters. They're all well played. The actors played the characters really well. So yeah, that's one that I've been currently very much obsessed with. But there's a lot, like there is a lot. I would have to sit down and actually like go through every single one. Well, not every single one, but I would actually like have to sit down and go through my Netflix to figure out which shows I would like rate the best, because I've seen so many shows and so many movies. But yeah, for right now, that's the one that I've been most obsessed with. So now I'm gonna go in with concealer by Makeup by Mario, and it's in the shade 200. And I'm just gonna use this to go over my blemishes. Right now my skin's been breaking out a lot, but it's gotten a lot more better than what it was. But right now I don't have any active breakouts. I just have like hyperpigmentation, and this one I just popped, so it's a little mad, I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. It was just getting my nerves out, and I know you're not supposed to pop them, but you know, I sometimes cannot resist. This bottle is almost empty. I've pretty much used it all up, and it's actually really good. I just don't prefer it underneath my eyes just because it's a really thick concealer, and it just like creases really easily for me. But everywhere else, because it is so thick, it covers really well. So I do really like this concealer, and it was the first time that I tried it when I bought it, and it was pretty good. So next I go in with the LA Girls Pro Concealer. I don't have the shade, but this is the one I go in. I recently repurchased another shade just because, as you can see, this bottle is like literally empty, but I went in and I got another one which also doesn't have the shade, but they are different shades, but it's okay, nobody got snooped. Let's go into what's a hobby or skill you've always wanted to learn but haven't. So a hobby, I don't know if you guys would call this a hobby, but I'm gonna call it a hobby. I'm gonna say running. I've always wanted to get into running, and I've always wanted to run, but the thing that holds me back is not knowing how. I know we've literally ran, that's how we survived, you know, like when we were in the old ages, you know, we obviously didn't have cars, we didn't have transportation or anything like that. So we ran, but I feel like I don't know how, even though yes, I did play volleyball and all this stuff. But anyways, like long distance running, I need to learn how. But that is a hobby that I really want to get to learn, especially now in the new year. That's a big goal of mine, is to start running. I want to be able to run at least a 10K by the end of the year, if not more. It's just right now it's a little hard for me to start that goal because it is winter right now in Colorado, and it's snowing like crazy over here, like really bad, and it's really cold and icy, and I don't have access to a treadmill, so that is a very big problem that I have encountered that I need to overcome. But that is one hobby. And then I guess a skill, I feel like that's also a skill. But before I keep on talking, I'm going to wet my beauty blender. Okay, it's wet now. But another skill that I would like to learn, or a hobby I would like to get into more, is reading. Why is it doing that? I think it's because it's still wet. Anyways, another hobby that I would like to get into is reading. I have read some books, but I want to like become a reader, like a reader, and be in depth into the reading community. That's something I really want to do this upcoming year. Like right now I'm not reading any books, but a hard copy book that I do have that I haven't read is Icebreakers. I have a hard copy of it, so I should read it. I just it's hard for me to find time to read. I know it's crazy, but it is hard for me to find time. It's hard for me to even film. Also, I don't think I'm gonna do this recently, or like I don't think I'm gonna do it this year, but when I do like get older and like graduate high school, I would like to get into boxing or into like a martial art or self-defense genre. I don't know, I just feel like being a woman and having that like skill underneath your belt, like boxing or martial arts, is really beneficial, and it like feeds your confidence, especially like if I do want to get into running. Being able to defend myself when I am in public is a very big priority of mine, especially because I am young. Scary world out there, which is really sad for me to say, but it is something I would like to get into. Okay, I'm gonna answer the next question. What is your dream job or career? So as many of you guys know, if you guys watch my videos, I am graduating with my associate's degree in general studies, and then I'm transferring to a university to get my bachelor's in nursing. So my dream goal is to be a nurse, and I haven't always wanted to be a nurse, I am not gonna lie. I originally wanted to be an orthodontist. There's nothing wrong with being an orthodontist, but now as I've gotten older, my goals have changed. I have changed. But now that I did my CNA, I really want to be a nurse. I like how rewarding it is. It's kind of like doing God's work, but on land. You're helping others and you're making them feel better, and you're just trying to brighten their day as best as you can. And I really find that beautiful, you know? And I know that there are bad sides to nursing. I've seen them. I've lived through them, especially as a CNA when I was doing my clinical work. I've been there, done that, and I am totally prepared for all of that stuff that comes with nursing, but that's okay. But that is something that's my career goal. But if that were never in the books, I'd probably, I don't know, I've been thinking about that recently. I've been looking into jobs that are not nursing, you know. I'd probably do either interior designing, which I know a lot of people say, but I really enjoy organizing and doing interior designing and like decorating your space. Or I'd probably be a real estate agent, or I would go into marketing, or business or marketing. I'd probably get my degree in business because I really want to open up my business one day, and I feel like that's a very big thing now in my life that I would want to do. But anyways, now that my face is blended, I know, sorry it took me a while. It's just with the lotion that I used, it's really thick and it's hard to blend out. It says, if money wasn't an issue, what would you do with your time? I'd probably just travel, you know. I really would just travel all over the world. If money was an issue, I would travel and I would enjoy life. You know, I'm not saying that you can't enjoy life if you're not working, but I feel like work takes a lot of your free time in a lot of ways that you want to enjoy your life away from you. So I just would want to enjoy it and travel, taste a bunch of amazing yummy food. I'd probably spend it a lot with my family though, like my own family, with my children. I'd probably do that. But anyways, next is blush, and I have this item blush. I think I've had it for like 2 years. I don't even know if they still sell it, if it's still continuing, but it's almost done. But I still use it. And then I also go in with the Essence blush. Anyways, but I use this last just because it's a powder and this is a putty, and it just blends in better with my concealer. So that's what I'm gonna use. And the brush I use is, it doesn't have a name. I think this was my mom's, so it's probably really old. But yeah, I think that's what I would do if money wasn't an issue. I just like lounge around. I'm not gonna lie, I really would lounge around because deep down in my soul, I am not, I don't want to say a lazy person, but I like to be comfortable. I love my bed, I love my pajamas. Like if I could never leave my pajamas or be out of sweats, I would choose that life immediately. Like immediately. Anybody who knows me knows that I am literally always in sweats. You will never catch me not in sweats, you know, unless it's a special occasion or unless I'm feeling myself. But just comfortable clothes, dude. Comfortable clothes. I feel like comfortable clothes really add to your confidence, because a lot of people are confident in their pajamas and in their clothes and in their sweatpants. They just like the way it makes their body look. That's with me. It makes me comfortable, so I'm going to wear it, and comfortable means confidence for me, you know? Because if I'm comfortable in my clothes, that means I'm comfortable in my body. That means I am confident. And amen, sister, you know? Okay, this is my blush, and that's the way I put it on. So now I'm just going to get my beauty blender, and I'm gonna just blend underneath my eyes to try to blend out the harsh line between my under eyes and the blush. If you guys can see that. Okay, just like that. And then the next step is I go in with contour, and this is by Revolution. Yeah, it's pretty old. It says Mega Bronzer 01 Cool, but it's pretty old. And then this brush that I use for my bronzer, I have no idea where I got it, but I think I got it for Christmas. But it is angled, so that just fits better on my face. And it is powder, by the way, the bronzer powder. But I still use it just like that. And it really, like, look at the difference. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's a difference, at least for me. It really helps define my cheekbone. Okay, the next question is one thing on your bucket list. One thing on my bucket list is to go skydiving. I want to go bungee jumping. I want to learn how to ski. I just want to try different things, you know? I feel like coming from a low-income family has really restricted me of a lot of like adventurous things. I feel like when I'm older, that's definitely going to be a big priority of mine. Just to create experiences, because those are the things that you're going to be able to talk about when you're older. You're going to be able to talk about, you know, food, if you wasted your money on food, which a lot of us do. I am a victim of it, don't you worry. But I definitely do want to invest in experiences, because I feel like that's a great investment, and also into yourself, also a great investment. I also add contour on my eyes as like color. I also do that. And I know I look crazy currently, but it's okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with my concealer, the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm gonna go back in with this one and just define my nose contour. The next question I'm going to answer is, if you had to describe your personality in 3 words, what would it be? I don't know. Okay, but while this just sits there, I'm going to do my eyebrows. And I got this from Mexico, so I can't tell you where I got it. But it is it's like an eyebrow cream. It's pretty much all used up, but I got it 2 years ago. I feel like all my stuff, I'm like, I have no idea where I got it from, or it's really old, or they just don't sell it anymore. But you know what, sometimes that's just how it is. This the eyebrow brush that I use is from Elf. It is also very old and very gross, so don't look at it too long. But the 3 words for my personality: mothering, or I guess, okay, I'm gonna switch it, nurturing, confident. The other word, I don't know, maybe self-empowering, or maybe mature. Maybe mature. I think that'd be a better word than self-empowering. Mature. So it would be nourishing, confident, and mature. I feel like those are the 3 words that describe my personality, because as a 17-year-old, I am very mature for my age, and I've gotten that so much from so many people for forever. I've always gotten, oh my gosh, you're so mature, you're so confident, you're so this. And it just took a long time to get there, you know? I mean, maturity comes from your experiences, and I've definitely learned from them, and I feel like that's something that I'm very grateful for, that I did learn from my past experiences, and I'm using that for better. But yeah, those are the 3 words that I would use to describe my personality. Ignore my eyebrows right now, guys, I'm so sorry, but they are really bushy, and I want to go get them cleaned up, but I want to do it before school starts, so I'm just kind of leaving them be how they are. So just ignore them. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, probably like speed it up a little bit. Okay, so I'm done outlining them, but I'm just gonna go back with the LA concealer and kind of clean up some of the areas that I don't like. But again, just they're bushy, so they're not gonna look good. And now I'm just gonna blend it out. Okay. And then I'm just gonna fix up this eyebrow because, you know, you always have that one eyebrow that just never looks as cute as the other one. Okay, well, that's as best as they're gonna get. I know they're a little dark, but oh well. I really don't care how my eyebrows look at this very moment. Anyways, okay, next question. Okay, and then now I'm just gonna answer like some random questions, but it's like, are you a beach person or are you a mountain person? Personally, I've never been to the beach. I know people are so surprised, but I just don't have my passport, and traveling, like driving somewhere to go to the beach, has just never been like an opportunity that has come up in my life. And the reason I don't have my passport is because my biological father is not present in my life, and for me to get a passport I would need both my parents' permission to leave the country, and I have no contact with my biological father, so that's a big problem. But now that I'm turning 18, I can get a passport, you know, without his consent. So I will definitely be taking that up, but currently I couldn't answer that question really well, but because I've never been to the beach. But I feel like I love Moana. That's like my favorite movie literally ever. My favorite movie is Moana. I mean, I love the mountains, I love nature. I live in Colorado, so it's kind of like a given for me to love nature and to love the mountains, but I don't know. I can't really answer that question, you know? But if I had to choose, it'd probably be the mountains. I feel like I'll always come back no matter what. The next question is coffee, tea, or something else. I love all of them. Every single morning I have my coffee, and then all throughout the day I have different types of tea. I usually drink ginger tea, chamomile, honestly whatever tea I could find. I love tea so much, so I couldn't choose. Next I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. And the eyelash curler that I use is from e.l.f. Okay, now that I curled them, I'm just gonna blend out, you know, the lines where the eyelash curler was. That's why I do this before I put my powder on. Next, I'm gonna go in with setting powder. And the setting powder, or translucent powder, I guess I should say, the one I use is by Mary Kay. It's kind of old, but it's just translucent loose powder. And to put it on, I just use this little patty thingy-mabob. And I just pat it underneath my eyes. I pat it right here underneath my jawline, or on my jawline. I don't know what you call that area. And then on my forehead. I like pat it and rub it in, but mostly pat it. And I really like look at the difference. I really like it. This is a staple in my makeup routine. It's this translucent powder. I take it with me everywhere if I'm going out, if I'm going to church, or if I'm literally just going to the store and I have a feeling that I'm gonna need to touch up my makeup. I take this with me. But another question I said answer is if I'm a morning person or a night owl. I am a morning person. I love my beauty rest. I need my beauty rest actually for me to be able to function. And I love waking up early. I love my morning routine. I have a really extensive morning routine and I love it, and I wouldn't change it for a thing. So yes, I am definitely a morning person. The next video I'm actually going to film is a morning routine. But I go in with the brush to put powder underneath these areas just because it's easier than using this little patty thingamabob. But this brush is also from Mexico, so I couldn't tell you where this is from because I don't even know what the place is called in Mexico. If you could spend a day with a celebrity, who would it be and what would you do? A celebrity, huh? I feel like I would spend it with Zendaya. I know. I just look up to her. I like how empowering she is and how just so sweet she is. And what would we do? I feel like we would just go to a little coffee shop, you know, or go to dinner. I don't know, something really chill just to like get to know each other. Because I feel like, I mean, obviously when you're first meeting somebody, you got to get to know each other. And also Selena Gomez. I don't know, I just feel like I look like her a lot and I have a lot of her features, and I would just love to know, I don't know, I feel like how she just found her confidence and her style, and but that's who I would spend a date with. But for a man, I feel like I just watch a lot of Mexican like novelas and things like that, so I'd probably spend a day with like somebody from that genre. But I go in with this mascara that has no name on it, but it's from Target and it's empty, but I just use it to brush out my eyelashes and to brush out my eyebrows. That's what I literally use it for. It's a waterproof mascara, and in my, I think it still helps like how my eyelashes stay up. And then the next mascara I go in with is the Bye Bye Panda by Essence, and I use the same mascara, but I got this one's older than the new one that I'm gonna use, and it's drier, so I use this as a first layer because it helps stick on more since it is drier. And then I go in with the other one to kind of elongate my eyelashes just because it is wetter. And the tip that I have is to not put the mascara all the way to your root and go up, at least for me, just because my eyelashes are really thin, and if I put something that's like really wet or really heavy, my eyelashes will fall. So I just focus on the tops of my eyelashes, and the only one that I actually go all the way to my root is this one that I was telling you about because it is waterproof, and that's the only type of mascara that I found that actually works on my eyelashes to make it hold up if it's waterproof. But since this Bye Bye Panda one isn't waterproof, I don't put it all the way down to my root just because it will fall. And then next I'm going to go in with the other one, the one that's newer. And the way I know it's newer is obviously by the packaging, and because I have this little sticker on there still. It's barely on there, but that's how I know it's the newer one. Alright, and that's my makeup routine. I still have other little steps, and those being I put some highlighter in the inner corners of my eyes, and the brand or the palette that I use is the Best Dressed Lids. I don't know where I got this from, but my mom got it for me, I think, for my birthday or for something. But I use this little shade right here. I don't know if you guys could really see it, but it's called Cocktail Hour. But I go in, and something that I've been doing recently is I've been bringing it all the way up on my eyelid. The reason I do this before I clean my eyelashes is because sometimes I go overboard with the highlighter, just because sometimes you can't see it, and then when I do go overboard I look like really crazy. Like right now, you see how I went overboard, and then when I clean it I could just also clean my eyelash on the bridge of my nose and then on my upper lip. And if I'm like getting really glam, I put it on my eyebrow, like right here on my eyebrows. But again, I put it on my nose, put it right here, and then I put it on my upper lip, just like that, just like that. And then the next step in my makeup routine is just to finalize it, pretty much. So I go in with this very big poofy brush, and I use a powder blush, and I go in really gently with it because a little goes a really long way, and I just kind of touch up anything that I feel like I might need to touch up. And then I do my lips, and I think that's it. That's pretty much my whole makeup routine. Alright guys, that is my in-depth makeup routine. For my lips, I just used the LA Girl lip liner in chocolate, and it's very small. If you guys obviously could tell, I really like it. And then for gloss, I just go in with some petroleum jelly, and that is my whole makeup routine. If you guys enjoyed it, please like and follow this video. And I have a little question for you guys. If you guys could talk to your younger self, what is the question you would ask them? Leave your guys' answers in the comments. I would love to read them. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys liked this video. Please subscribe and like the video, and be awaiting your comments, and I'll also be answering back. Thank you guys so much. Bye.